The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he's got room. A big play there for KC. 77 yards. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. Yeah, the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They run. It's Williams. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the ball is going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 11 yards for number 11. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
Now it's Mahomes again. To Valdes-Scantling over the middle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. You're talking about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Tried to burrow in behind his offensive line and sneak it in, but the surge up front, it came from the defensive side of the line of scrimmage, and he was unable to get in.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll run it with Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn.
And this time he is in. Javonte Williams, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this. But you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Here's a give up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. This will be caught, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And that flag accepted. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one to the right, caught by Valdes-Scantling. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for KC. 58 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 32 yards. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen, but just had 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and add their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Here's the Chiefs punter now. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
113 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
The running game's playing a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
McManus's play after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the ball.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's fine as her and her friends. Big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the steps to a man. Salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, and all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shop it. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes.
It's more than a game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons. I'm bringing my game. I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mom and daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm a brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down.